Simple interest. Right. So, if you invest money into a bank, interest is paid to you by the bank. If you loan money from a bank, you have to pay the bank back interest as a charge for lending you the money. Right? So, yeah, simple interest is always calculated on the initial amount of investment or loan and is usually charged on a yearly basis. Right? Yearly, annually, same word. Right? So, there's a few steps. 4 steps in total. And yeah, we're off, right? So, we're gonna calculate what is the interest on the loan, right? If you look at the previous lesson we did on percentages, you gotta use this here, right? You're calculating the interest on the investment or loan, right? It's a percentage of the value, right? So, interest, right? Number 2, you get to calculate the total interest, right? So, in this first step, you calculate the interest, but this is, remember, it's on a yearly basis, right? Now, if your loan is 5 years, we simply multiply that interest by 5. With 6 years, we multiply by 6, right? We just get the total interest, right? So, step 3. At this point, you're gonna add the amount that you got here for that's the total interest. You're gonna add it back to the initial amount that you lent, right? So if you lent 1,000 rand and your interest was 100 rand, you add in the 2 and you're getting 1,100, right? Are we good? So this will be your total loan amount, right, over the years, right? If you want to calculate the monthly payments, right, you just divide this number by the total number of months that are in your loan. So if you're loaning something for 5 years, there's 60 months. So you take this amount here and you divide it by 60 and you got your monthly repayments, right? Okay, that's simple. Let's do our first example. Okay. So 10,000 is deposited into a savings account which offers a simple interest rate of 4% PA. PA means per annum means per year, right? How much will be in the savings account at the end of 8 years, right? Using steps, right? They want to know the total. Basically, we got to step 3, basically, right? If you want to know how much to add each month, you can go to step 4, but So, step 1, interest. All right. So interest is, we have 10,000. This is interest, right? Data space. Interest will be 4% per annum, right? So 4 over 100. Remember we did this before, right? And the value of this is 400, right? That's the interest per year, right? Right? Step 2 is calculate total interest, right? Calculate total interest, right? Remember they said it's 8 years, right? So what do we do? Total interest is equal to 400 times 8 years. What's the value? 3,200. Right? This is the total for the total interest that you'll earn over the 8 years. Right? Step 3, add initial amount to total interest. to the total. All right, it's going to be the 10,000 that you initially invested plus this 3,200 of the interest. This gives you 13,200. Right? Yeah, that's some interest. So a couple of examples, right? So step 1, step 2, step 3 is fairly basic. The format doesn't really change much, as you'll see, right? So example 2. Celebrate takes out a loan of 20,000 at an interest rate of 9% per annum, simple interest. Determine her monthly payments if the loan is paid back over a period of 6 years. Right? Step 1. Calculate the interest. Right? So, this is 9%, right? So, all we're doing is, so interest is equal to 20,000 that she invested times 9%, which gives a value of, what's this per year, right? So it gives a value of $1,800 per year of interest, right? Step 2, we're going to calculate total interest. Right? The total interest is this value here, 1,800 times, right, the 6 years, right? And this gives a value of 10,800. This is over the 6 years, right? Step 3 is adding this, adding initial amount. So adding total interest. Right? So the total is equal to 20,000 plus this 10,800 gives us 30,800. Right? But now we're told to get the monthly payments, right? Over 6 years. Right? So what we do is we know that it's 6 years, but how many months are in 6 years? Right? 6 times 12. There's 72 months. Right? So the monthly payments is 30,800 over 72 months. Right? That means a monthly payment rate is 427.78 a month. This is how much she's required to pay per month. Right? Over 6 years. Still, a couple more. No, there's something we call hire purchase. Something called hire purchase agreements, right? These are usually short term, that are used to purchase like the small things, right? The house things, right? And it does deal with simple interest, and in most cases, they require you to pay a deposit, right? And then the remainder is paid over a period of time, right? Basically, all you gotta know is that you're going to, so there's the value of the item you buy, and you pay a deposit, right? So all you do is you take the value of the item, you minus that deposit you paid, right? And you get a value, right? Then you're taking a loan on that value, right? And that's how you calculate your interest and your payments and everything, right? You don't include deposit. Anyways, let's do it together. Okay. Right. So Jared buys a couch for 6,000 on a higher purchase agreement. The agreement says that 10% is required and the balance is to be paid off at the interest rate of 8.5% per annum, simple interest on the full amount of the loan over 3 years. Let's just say 3 years. Determine the deposit value, the remaining amount to be taken as a loan, the monthly payments, and the actual payment the actual amount that Jared pays for the card. Right? Let's begin. Number 1. Deposit value is said to be 10%. Right? So deposit is equal to 10% of 6,000. 10%, right? Of 6,000, which is 600, right? And so the loan amount is question 2, it's just minusing the 6,000 minus the deposit, 600, right? And you're left with 5,400, right? Now, your monthly payments, the number is over 3 years, so you want to know the number of months, right? 3 times 12, which is 36 months, right? We also need to know what is the interest rate. It's 8.5, right? So, this is what we do. So, we know that interest for 1 year is, we use this amount here, right? Because this is the amount I'm taking a loan from. 5,400 times 8.5 over 100, right? And that is 459 per year, right? Now, total interest is equal to that value 459 over 3 years, right? That's 3 years. Yeah, it's 3 years. Okay. Yeah. So this is the total interest, right? So the total loan amount is the amount we taking for a loan, 5,400 plus this interest. Value for that is, right, 6,777, right? So now this amount must be paid over 3 years, right? So all we do is, so monthly payments is 6,777 divided by how many months? 36 months. And the value is 188.25 a month, right? And then for the actual amount that Jared pays, right, is the loan amount plus your deposit, right? So the loan amount is 6,777, but the deposit that you got here is 600, and the total is 7,377. So Jared pays 7,377 for his couch, over 3 years. Right? That is your hire purchase agreement. This basic simple interest is the same format as simple interest. Practice, and you have to grade it. Okay.